It was Francis Bacon who said that a wise man will make more opportunities than he can find. Oh well, I'm Tigger Divine, and you can refer to me as the inspirational trainer. And you are welcome to my very first video on my YouTube channel. Today I'll be discussing on the topic, take your best shot. Now, this is a short course on optimum performance. Take your best shot. So this is a quote I love, and I would love to say it out loud here. It says, "The world is full of abundance and opportunities, but far too many people come to the fountain of life with a teaspoon rather than a shovel." They come to the fountain of life with a teaspoon rather than a shovel. So what this quote simply means is that opportunities abound, right? There are opportunities available everywhere, every day, and in any place. But how well you are able to identify and maximize these opportunities will be determined by how prepared you are, the kind of performance you bring up, how well you are able to take your shots. And not just any shot now, your best shot. And hence the reason for this particular short course, optimum performance. Now, I would love to define these words so that we understand clearly what we are discussing today. The first word is optimum. Now, the English dictionary defined optimum as you being at your best or most advantageous state in this case scenario. While performance means to carry out an action, an execution, or even an accomplishment. So putting these two words together simply means to be at your most advantageous or at your best state while executing a task, a plan, or carrying out an action. So optimum performance, you being at your best state while executing a task. Now, there are some key concepts I would love us to examine while we go on this course. And the first concept here is clarity of purpose. Clarity of purpose. Now, if you don't have a goal, if you don't know the niche you are designed for, if you don't know what interests you and what catches your fancy, I dare to tell you that there is no way you can take your best shot. Because while taking your best shot, you have to be decisive and specific. So one key concept you have to examine while desiring to take your best shot and for you to be able to perform optimally is clarity of purpose. So you have to have a goal. A man without a goal, permit me to say, is a goat. Because a goat wanders about, right? Eats wherever it can see food or can get food, has no goal, no direction. So you have to have a goal if you are to take your best shot. You have to know the niche you are designed for. What interests you? What are your ambitions? Right? Now, the second key concept is continuous improvement. The largest room in the world is the room for continuous self-improvement. So, after being clarified as to where you want to go, your goals, your aspiration, the niche you are designed for, and what specifically you want to do with your life and your time, the next key concept you have to examine for you to be able to take your best shot in life in anything you are doing is continuous improvement. So a man who continuously improves is not the same man every day. So you see a different and upgraded version of that person every day. Why? Continuous improvement. So optimum performance needs you to be crucially improved in that particular area or niche you are looking to venture into. So what are the things you do continually on a daily basis to ensure that you are growing in that particular niche? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. How much effort are you putting into continually improving yourself? So these two concepts, clarity of purpose and continuous improvement, are crucial to you being able to take your best shot at whatever thing you are doing. The next step is building blocks on optimum performance. What are the building blocks on optimum performance? While we have a lot of building blocks, a lot of things we can examine, right, to be able to perform optimally, I'll just be giving us three for the sake of time. The first one is goal setting. Goal setting. You have to know how to set goals. Not just set goals, but stick with these goals. We have three different kinds of goals. We have the short-term goal, which is about 6 months to 2 years. We have the mid-term goal, which is about 2 years to 5 years. And we have the long-term goal, which is 5 years and above. So do you have a goal? That's the question you have to ask yourself. What kind of goals have you been able to set for yourself? And how well have you been able to follow up with this goal? Goal setting. Now, when setting a goal, your goal has to be SMART. Now, SMART, S stands for specific. You have to know exactly what you want while setting your goal. And you have to be clear about it. You have to be clarified on it. The second letter here, which is M, means measurable. Your goal should be measurable. People should be able to relate to your goal. People should be able to understand your goal. The next letter is A, achievable. Some goals are not achievable. For instance, you saying you want to build a house on the air, right? So you have to have a goal that is achievable. R stands for relevant and realistic. So how relevant will that goal of yours be in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years? Could it be that in the next 5 years you won't have that urge to want to pursue that goal, or there will be no need for you to actually achieve that goal? So your goal have to be relevant over time. While T stands for time bound. You have to have a time limit to that goal you are setting. When are you looking to achieve that goal? From when to when? So goal setting is one building block if you must perform optimally. The second building block on optimal performance is self-assessment. A man who knows himself can know anybody better. So you have to know yourself. You have to come to the realization of who you are. And while assessing yourself, you can make use of the SWOT analysis. We have SWOT. S stands for strength. So what are your strengths as a person? What are your strengths? How can you build on your strength to become a better person? W stands for weakness. So what are your weaknesses? Have you been able to identify your weakness so that you can tune down on these weaknesses so that you can be able to find a way to walk your way around them? O stands for opportunities. What opportunities are available to you as a person? Available to you in your environment, in your country. T stands for threats. So what are those threats that may tend to make you remain a mediocre in life? What are those things that are threatening your personality, threatening your authenticity and your originality? So you can make use of the SWOT analysis while assessing yourself. The third building block on optimum performance is action planning and time management, personal time management. So how well you are able to manage your time will determine how well you are able to take your shots, how best you can take your shots in anything you are doing. So whilst it's very funny because you can't actually manage time, what you can do is channel time. You can either invest your time or you waste your time because actually you can't store time. And each day are like doses. We live the time of our life in doses, and these doses are days, weeks, and months. So how well you are able to maximize your days will determine how well you manage your time and how well your lifetime, how impactful your lifetime will be. That's why it's called lifetime. So if you must perform optimally, you must learn how to manage your time effectively. And then we have action planning. Action planning will help you avoid or totally annihilate procrastination because this is one killer, one major delay when it comes to performing at your best. You have to find a way to avoid procrastination, and action planning will help you with that. So these are the three major building blocks on optimum performance. But before I go, I'll just give you three major exercises you can do that will help you take your best shot in anything you want to do. The first exercise here is write down your goals. Remember I said we have short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals. Write them out on a piece of paper. Number two, identify why these goals are important to you. If actually you achieve these goals, what is it that will be an addition to you after achieving these goals? How will it impact your life and how will it impact the lives of those around you? Number three, write out three major things or immediate things you can start doing today that will push you to achieve your goal in the nearest future. What are those three things you can start doing today immediately that gradually will help you achieve your goal over time? So if you can work with these three major exercises, it's only a matter of time. You'll be able to perform at your optimum best. So taking your best shot in everything and at any opportunity that comes your way will not be a challenge. Now, mind you, there is a tip you have to go home with. Whilst you try to do all of this, engage in all these exercises, you have to understand that you are bound to fail on your first trial. So you have to grow past seeing failure as a bad thing. Failure can be seen as stepping stones to success. So failure gives you an experience as well. So this is all for this short course. Take your best shot, a short course on optimum performance. So do well to engage in this. If you've not subscribed, please do so immediately. Subscribe, like this video. Till I come your way again, I remain your friend and the inspirational trainer, Tega Divine. Thank you.